So, if we could summarize some key takeaways here, what would you how would you summarize things?
So yeah, TDE is great. It is definitely something that you should look at setting up. Once you get the hang of it, it is fairly straightforward, but making sure that you have managed those certificates and those backups and the passwords that go with them is absolutely critical. I think we've said it about 10 times during this presentation. So that's very important. And the smartest thing of all, always test in a non-production environment first. Don't just go to your most critical application and just turn it on.
So, at this point, I think I'd like to ask the question to our listeners that if you're not using TDE, why are you not using it? And there's a lot of different answers to that. It might be that you're on an older version of SQL Server, you need to upgrade first. Or maybe you just didn't know what it takes to get it going, or maybe you need some help. It can help in those cases. But it's one of those things that since SQL Server 2019, there really is almost no reason to not use it. It's such an important thing. Last week's episode, we talked about ransomware, and part of the thing when people get hit with ransomware is they've got to recover, of course, but you never quite know what those people stole when they were in your system encrypting things. And if you know it's all encrypted at rest, you know that even if those ransomware people got a hold of your backup or a data file, that they can't access it without those keys.
Yep, super important.
So one of the questions that comes up a lot on this is, what is the impact of TDE on the database size? I mean, am I going to expect that I see a drastic change with the database size?
That's not what I've seen. Usually it's right around the same size. And the backups as well. Again, that used to be a real issue with backups. Is We actually had a customer that was running an older version of SQL Server, and their backups were huge because it was the full size of the database, and then we're getting into compression. And then we upgraded them to the latest version, and the backups had really good compression after that.
Yep, yep. And, whenever anybody first starts talking about or asking us about TDE, that's where I always want to talk about backups and make sure they know that on older versions of SQL Server, you're going to have bigger backups, and you need the newer versions to get around that. So, yep. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, please click the thumbs up icon. And if you want to subscribe, click subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notified when we have new videos. All right, have a great day.